everyone, and welcome back. Today we're going to be playing one of my favorite decks on the ladder right now, and that is definitely Reanimator with Superior Spider-Man and Bringer of the Last Gift. This deck really reminds me of living in a modern, so if that's your favorite deck, this is definitely what you kind of want to be looking at in standard. Has one of the highest win rates. This list is a list that went on a 16-game winning streak that also ended up leading into Mythic. If you get good with this deck, it just has endless possibilities, especially in best of one. You can beat just about anything, as you'll see in these matchups. Our opponent had land destruction. We had no basics. We pulled that out, and they also had graveyard hate, and we still end up pulling it out just because it's so flexible with cards like Wistfulness and Deceit and having multiple options to win, like Bringer, which gets exiled in one of our matches, and we rely on Arden to win the game, along with a Kiora and a Terror of the Peaks by making an 8/8 Octopus. With Kiora, we actually shoot something for 8 with Terror of the Peaks. There's a lot of excitement in these games and a lot of fun, so let's go ahead and dive into them. Oh, our opponent is here. I love that I played against like Ponza I played Ponza and stuff a lot, and I couldn't play against 4 color to save my life, and now 4 colors immediately queued into. I tried playing Rakdos Ponza before this, and literally all it was mono green, mono red, mono white. Like, it's just all mono color decks. Did not matter. And then here I am. I play 4 color, like, or a Reanimator, and now 4 color shows up. Like, yeah. Am I surprised? No, not at all. I probably was supposed to grab one of these, to be honest, but I don't play basics either. Like, this game's a literal joke. It is crazy how big of a joke this game can be sometimes. Blue, I don't even think it matters. It's just crazy to me that I could just be playing against this deck if I was playing anything else and I get punished otherwise. I would like to... I'm going for this. Maybe I'm complaining a little too much. It's so annoying, you know? When this is the ideal, I'm begging for this match, and I don't get it. It's okay. Not guaranteed everything, right? I'm down to 12, just from shocking and getting Lightning Helixed. They missed a land. They blew up one of mine. Heal. This is what I'm talking about, bro. Like, are we serious? You know what I'm saying? Like, what do I do physically? Like, what do I do here? Like, what do I do? I don't know. Soul Guide and Lantern, they're gonna hold me hostage with anyway. This is actually more important because they're missing lands. Honestly, if I hit another land, I can answer the tablet, but I just want to answer tablet now. Thing is, with this on the stack, they have to do something, and I'll just, if they don't, I'll just be fine. I can go here, I can play this and blow this up. Then they have to figure something out, and then this will still be kind of sitting there. Blow up another land. You got it. Come on. I'm gonna lose my mind. This does come off a, I don't want to always say suspend, but sure. Fine. L3. I want to go. I could just blow this up. Force him to do it. Let's just make him do it. So we're gonna get rid of that, and then this is gonna come up, and we should just be fine. Although my insta win the game button is sitting currently in my hand. That's fine. This happens before this goes away, which is obviously important. I could go for basic here, but I can also do this. I'm 2 turns away from that. I'll leave them really far away from that, I guess. Good land. That clears every way for me. We discard here. I don't even want to grab anything, but I have to, right? I guess we grab this. Go here. 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 Why not, dude? I'll Fin Fang here. Here. Maybe they could rip, what, Day of Judgment, I guess? At some point, they're going to flood. They've hit only spells, so this is most likely a land. But weird. Really bad matchup, and we actually win. This is more of a tilting situation after, obviously, the tilting is super unjustified whenever you don't see the other matches, right? But I played like 4 hours and just had to delete the content. It was so bad. But my opponent's done playing, I think. Okay, they time out. They're a little upset, and that's okay with me. I don't really care. We're gonna reanimate, bring everything back, and just crack them for enough. And we'll take it. Very cool. Very sick. Seeing 4 color, once again, always nice. Especially whenever I know it's a primary deck in the meta and Arena tries to tell me otherwise. Just being on the play, having this ready to go, being able to go get something that we need. Let's play double blue, because wistfulness matters. If we rip it, obviously. And then if not, we'll play Overgrown Tomb. Could always lead an elemental on this. Blue red? World may never know. The world may never know. Maybe blue red. Do I like that Steam Vents or do I hate that Steam Vents? We have to play this. If we play this on an empty board, it says destroy target non-land permanent. It will blow itself up. If you're ever curious. I was questioning what to grab there. I know normally it's Superior Spider-Man, and it's typically not an option, right? But with a backup one of these against this deck, I feel pretty safe to just go ahead and take a little bit of time, play the Overlord, maybe find a 2-drop, maybe, most likely find a 3, or hopefully Superior Spider-Man, honestly, but I'll block. This has, what, Ward 1? We actually just get to piece that right now. And then we'll take that out, and they'll pay the 1, and yes, sir. And honestly, because of that, do I just hold this here? Yeah, I'd rather just get blocked and get popped. And then we can go here, name human on a follow a turn, probably start off with Deceit, play human, play here. Then go ahead and pick it up. Or we get to do the Notorious. Just jam this as a 5-drop. Don't get to do that very often. But we picked this off. Normally this is a good, well-protected card, but they were on the draw instead of the play, so we obviously were able to answer it. But I'd be a bit more aggressive towards it, I guess, if that was the option. Opponent's hitting a timer too, but I genuinely thought they were thinking, so I don't think they left. I think they had to think their turn through. This is the weird part, right? Do you attack? Like, what do you do? Obviously not attack now. I just get to chump block and call it a day. What do we get here? Nothing. Okay. Oh, what to do, what to do. Go human. We go here. I thought about fully playing this. I guess we grab this, right? And then just play this. Then we go grab Superior Spider-Man. We get rid of this. It's an infinite loop if you think about it. And the reason we kept the land is so we can go Deceit into Superior Spider-Man. We don't want to do it the opposite way. And we have clearly enough mana to pull that off. We do have a discard here, which happens after draw. So we never really know what we're going to get on that front. But I'm definitely thinking the play is to obviously bring back Arden. And then hopefully if it's still there, by the time we get to combat, I can bring back Overlord or Baby Wistfulness. Bit weird. They play a tap land, which does obviously make me feel a bit better. I will throw a Formidable Speaker in front of the Stallion. I probably won't worry about the token because the token is obviously a bit weaker than this Stallion. Whenever you cast an instant sorcery, but 1/1, if 5 more mana spent to cast it, make a token. Sure, is that trample? No. Close date. Oh, was that to get a sorcery into bin? It was. Funny. I do think they're supposed to put it here, though. And I think putting it on the horse doesn't make a ton of sense unless they're going to give it trample. It's kind of whatever. I can bring Arden. I can do Formidable Speaker and kind of start the chain cycle there as well. Obviously, if we were to hit a bringer, we'd be pretty pumped because we'd be able to discard it immediately. 1 mana. Formidable Speaker. A Boomerang Basics. Okay. Am I blocking here? I guess not, because of how big this can get. You just hold and just take that damage. I could grab a Formidable Speaker, but I just don't think it's worth. Discard a card. We'll decline here. I could stick with my plan, go to C, but I think this might just be worth. Because if we obviously hit, then we're pretty pumped. Alright, we miss. That's fine. I'll still commit. Combat. Grab Overlord. Grab here. Then we attack here. There's a bringer. Do I want anything here? I don't think so. Well, I'll grab a Kiora, because Kiora doesn't make a difference here. But Kiora's a nice body to play next turn. But now we get the same play where we lead off with the Sea, go Superior. We just have to survive this turn. They have 5 mana and 6 cards? 7-ish cards? It's weird because they're not really going to want to do this. I don't think. They could, but it would tap the Stallion, and then it's like, at that point, what's the point? This is still in play permanently. We go Superior Spider-Man. Well, it's not permanent, I guess. It's actually exiled. The Bringer's fine. So... yeah, and with the Terror of the Peaks and a second Superior Spider-Man in there, it will 100% be enough because you have the second Superior Spider-Man. It's so messing me up now that this is the actual card. But we have to do that, and then we lead right into 2 Terror of the Peaks, which will 100% be enough to close out the game. And then we block everything. We block literally anything we can. We try to use everything as our entire life total, and other than it just does not matter. We're going for some draws. We're going to interact with us maybe. But my plan is to hopefully have this Deceit be good enough. And that's a lot of power. Again, I do have 3 blocks. And if Trample becomes a thing, we just count our total life total when we're at 28. So, pretty tough to get to. Even if they give both of these haste, because I'd put a 1/1 across them twice. So this would be 7, 7, 6, 4. So 10, 14, 24. So they're actually short. We have 28. It's a bit weird. That would require haste, but I guess haste would give a lot of pumping. Who knows? Again, trample is what matters. They harmonize here by using one of their taps. And then it just won't matter. Oh, maybe, right? We can't block with Arden. And the reason, you'll see the reason why. If they have the card that counters an ability, they can counter the bringer bringing stuff back, I guess. But again, we're going to interact with them. Okay, they don't have it. Now that they changed the card to actual Spider-Man cards, I don't know what they're called. That's so annoying. I don't know what it is. Spider Sense? Is that the card? Go first. Kind of a similar hand to last time, but we'll definitely keep. We have a Deceit online immediately into this, so obviously we're pretty happy with that. We can go Watery Grave, Verge, and then shock this if we have to. But obviously anytime we can kind of play our lands out and be a bit passive on it, we will. If they are more control-based, we might wait on this, just because if we overcommit too early with this card, we'll end up taking the wrong card. They mulligan, so... and what I mean by that is we want the information to turn before we're going to kind of combo, so we'd like to look at their hand then. But blue, Storm Chasers, drilling. 2 Awakens are going to put in a lot of work, though. Honestly, I almost just want to bounce this. But hitting like a bounce is probably just better, right? Op, pretty good. Flow state, a little better. Although Op can double spell, but Flow states would look at 3. Sure. He didn't even attack me. Team? He didn't attack. I'll pierce. Ooh, double opt. So they're a little down here. Yeah, just force them to do all this, right? Like, they can find the bounce stuff for this, but force them to do it. Why do anything else? Play this, mill our cards, call it a day. If they do this bounce nonsense, they get to make a dude. We just do it again, and we win. Okay, cool. We'll take that. Haven't missed that button in a while. I almost hit it there, though. On to play once again. I mean, this is a pretty awesome hand. Start off with the green. All of our stuff is green here. And if we really need our spell to resolve, obviously we can name human. Black could be discard here. Let's go Verge. Fire off the Town Greeter. Look for a land. The other thing is the opposite way can also be true. Black green's probably best. Oh, that's weird because we had 2 Watery Graves. But the thing is we could have done Overlord, right? But this gets this more cards, right? So I do have to kind of shock here, unfortunately. Go here. They discard this. Oh, what do we want? Do I want it Kiora or something? I want to take a turn off. Let's just grab the seat. Actually, against mono black, maybe I'm supposed to grab a second one of these. Yeah, it's probably a punt. It's actually kind of tough. If they do something stupid, like, but I'm not saying it's dumb, but I think they should attack first. That's so crazy to say it that way, but that's not really what I meant. If they do something and they attack and I get the double block, if they tap out and then they remove both of these, that's where I was like, you shouldn't remove both creatures. You just kill the one. Well, I guess yours dies anyway, right? It's so weird. I never really know. Are you supposed to take all the creatures off the board when you're playing against the stack? It feels like the answer is yes. I could just build here. I could just put this back in their hand and then Overlord. Just go for like the quick one shot. Maybe against this deck it's just I'm trolling that way, but we're gonna play that way. I have enough black to do Deceit. Let's Overlord. Let's decline those. I guess I could have grabbed another Deceit back, but double black. Taking the gander here. Looking for important things. Ancient Vendetta, huh? Maybe I messed up. Exile target creature, planeswalker, nowhere. Oh, we'll take Vendetta. Maybe I should have just jammed it. Rip another one. Punish me so hard. Pause. No, but flip it. I'm finding you. Is all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I've been wanting to watch Lord of the Rings, by the way. I actually don't even know where to watch it, but I've experienced an epiphany that Lord of the Rings would be fun to watch. By that, I was watching it at the store, and I was like, wow, that'd be pretty cool. Maybe I don't have Superior Spider-Man. I mean, they gotta play how they gotta play, right? There's not really a whole lot to go. We'll just see. Bringer. You have to do all these, unfortunately. Yeah. Yep. Is I find another way to discard? I do. Choose one to put back in hand, decline. Right here. Look at that. Oh, there it is. All in. I don't know. Let's grab this. Down to 3. Yeah, maybe they have a board wipe. That'd be pretty sick. Alright, cool. We get it. It's just a tough matchup for them. I honestly was really bad there. That Vendetta could have broken everything. Obviously, we played to the deceit, right? And we kind of played that out. But if they just ripped another one of these, we were cooked. I don't know. Our opponent definitely could have slammed us. That's crazy. We were so close to losing. Wild. We really don't want to have to play this cavern because of how this works, right? But hopefully on 1 draw plus 4, right? I think it's 4. Yeah. Do we look at the next 5/6? Actually, no, we only have 1 draw for this, but this is definitely going on human. I'm not changing that call at all. We'll miss this, but we can also do this. But doing this for the land makes way more sense early. Because this can still grab out of the pile regardless of if it's a land or not. And this can't. That's the big difference. It really is always just Town Greeter into the other one. And it seems like my opponent, if I had to guess, is on land destruction. Just seeing this. But it could also just be, is it Prowess or something similar. Obviously, grab a land. Best part about cards like this is they can fuel our land hit, and if they don't blow up a land every single turn, then it doesn't really matter. Could go human, blue, red. That seems like a spell snare, maybe a negate or something. So playing this doesn't make a lot of sense, although it would just blow up my creature. I guess, what, it's Kiora here? Could go for this, but Kiora does both. Draw 2 and then discard 2. Could still be land destruction. Highly doubt it, but a braid. Okay. I mean, I guess they could just play the land destruction as an additional thing, like I was doing, where I was more or less like, here's a board wipe plus like blow up a land. They go stock up here. Okay. So they have blue, red, and then a white off that. So they could have a Day of Judgment. Superior Spider-Man rip off the top of the dim. Blue, black. Obviously, my play is just immediately go for an Arden here. Arden comes out of the deck. Kiora comes in, which also comes out of the deck. Or the graveyard. So discard, Terror the Peaks. Awaken almost feels just too bad here, so we'll just get rid of Awaken. It's weird, because it can hit the tablet, right? But right now I have a lethal clock that they have to answer. They can't go tablet here. I have 2 creatures that survived the 3-mana board wipe. It has to be a Day of Judgment or a couple removal pieces. It's just really tough, obviously. And then we could go like Deceit and then this as well. We'd have to name Elemental or Avatar Horror. We're not really going to do that. All right, well, no, Day of Judgment isn't one. Ill-Time Explosion. Enough. I make big creatures. I call those big bonks. Go here. Let's go double black. Go for those important cards, of course. Revelation, Day of Judgment. So they do have it. Inevitable Defeat is available. They didn't play it though. Red, white, black. They don't have it. Okay. Day of Judgment is obviously the best card for them here. Tablet's also really good, but we obviously have answers for Tablet. The board is what it is, but let's go. Combat, I guess. Yeah, we'll make an 8/8. Good. Still going human here. Where's it at? I miss it. Human. Here. Because of Tablet, I will get rid of Overlord here. Grab here. Just, if I have to reanimate a small creature, I will, right? If it has to be small, it has to be small. We could do it in a weird way. Tablet. Use a mana open. Here. Not do it. Leaves our mana open. But what we could potentially have ran into. Also, graveyard hate there could have obviously been doing us in. Go here, I guess. We'll play this right away. After. Turn this on. Over here. Hopefully we can find a land that turns on all these verges. Oh, we do immediately. We need Breeding Pool. I just know Breeding Pool does turn them on. Water Grave probably does as well. Yeah, I guess they kind of all do. 3 color is not too complicated when it comes to all that. Overall, this is a pretty fine matchup. We just have to hit the right cards. We have nothing good in our graveyard, so right cards not hit. Ooh. Our opponent's a baller too. Be honest, well, I need that otherwise. Overlord. I'll grab. I guess I will grab this. They could play. Dewdrop, whatever his name is. I think my favorite name for it, Ash gave, and it was called Uppies. 8 mana. What do we have for 8? Thing is, even if it is a Ouroboros. Yeah, hopefully their thought process here is that I probably have to play this to get my Superior Spider-Man. Wow. This would be the greatest board wipe of all time. There ain't much going on with this board wipe. It just clears so much of the hairs, it's fine. Yeah. As it just wipes their entire board. Okay, so we're clicking back in here. As you can see, our opponent wasn't here right away. But we're going to definitely keep this. We really like how the deck is orchestrated, especially with 1-drops, because with no 1-drops, because it really feels like it's prioritizing the hands with the lower cost stuff. I don't know if it's changed at all. It's been a while since I've ever looked, but the way the prio used to work was there'd be 3 hands it would open with. Okay, well, I mean, those Terror of the Peaks are going to be something if we ever hit, but basically the prio would go, here's 3 hands, what curve's the best with the mana curve of the deck, and then how do we go from there? Hello? Opponent? This is silly. I almost want to go Kiora here, but Overlord hits the most, but I could also go Town Greeter. A little part of me wants to go Kiora. Okay. Spacebar not work anymore? Hello? Well, we'll see. Sure. Do your stuff. If we ever find a bringer, we're just good. It's just, we obviously gotta find it. Gotta watch our opponent play the game for a little. Maybe I'm supposed to go Kiora here and then go Overlord Town. Yeah, that was probably a big punt. Sure. Maybe going Overlord, Wistful, and blowing this up will probably do it. As long as they don't have a lot of instant speed ways to just like constantly discard. Obviously they have artist talent, right? But at the end of the day, pretty okay. But if we can go here, grab Wistful, blow up this monument, doesn't really matter how much they draw discard. We're perfectly fine until we need our card to resolve. Although it'll quench, it could matter. I think you have what, 3 damage left? Yeah. 2 red. So it could be removal, like exile removal. Well, there's a bringer. Now it feels like I just go Kiora and hope it's enough. That's tough. That actually kind of sucks. Do I just try to hope it's enough? Or do I take the safe route, exile this, force them to play another one? They don't have this upgraded, so maybe that is the play. They don't have It'll Quench Ya. They could draw, make a treasure, then do It'll Quench Ya, I guess. It's so weird. I'm jamming this, bro. Draw 2. And say go. Maybe you should have played this. Please do not attack. No attacks. Yeah, that's what we pretty much thought would happen here. Grand to the yard. Weird. Go for 3. I just have to live, which is the craziest thing. Yeah, would you like to draw 7 more cards? I do, like, just because of Arena and the time Arena takes to do and resolve this deck, I do hate this deck. Just because it's just so many, like, let me do a thing, 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 let me do a thing. And it's like, I get it, bro, please. The most I could take off this is 6, so we're at 8. Our opponent has to be able to do 8 here. Surprised they haven't upgraded this artist talent, especially discarding Grand. That's the other thing that's kind of crazy to me. I don't know how they discarded Grand. Grand is so good. I guess we also could lose if they just keep the 1 card open. It'll quench you. Not a lot I can do about that, right? Do have 2 auto win buttons in my graveyard if this were to resolve, I guess. Maybe not auto win with Superior with Arden. But it does feel pretty good. What's going on? Okay. The Arena just cooked? Why did the Prowess take forever? The Arena cooked? Okay. They have 1 mana. I think they already played a land, right? I think it's like 3 damage. Again, as long as I can block one of these, I'm fine. I believe they already played a land. Yeah, they had to have, because I haven't missed a land drop in there at 5. Sure. Go full scale tap out here. Wild. Like, It'll Quench You just not findable? 100% double block. Here. Here. There. Ooh. Oh, man, I didn't move. Yeah. All right, they didn't make me do it. Very cool. Oftentimes you can grab the town greeter triggers and put them all the way to the back. So all your damage triggers will actually resolve first if your opponent makes you do it. But yeah, they're about to take 1 million. So sweet, we get it. Very cool. I have a lot of draws to hit these lands. 2 bringers is pretty cool. Not like actually, but you know. Cool. Seeing this land pretty naturally is dope. Seeing blue black here. 2, discard 1. Pretty nice so far. Everything's semi going according to plan. We don't have a black mana though, I will say, which is a bit tough. I go town grader here, but I think I want to go Kira. A lot of basics over there for my opponent. Ooh, that's pretty good. Still no black mana though. I'm jamming Kiora here. Not gonna discard the other one. I will do a terror though. Still need a black mana. If we really wanted it, I guess we could have dug with this. But at the same time, there's a little bit of. Hopefully, I can draw one. I think semi okay. We don't want to get rid of the other bringer because if we do, we run into the big problem of if they do ever exile my graveyard. Also, look at this hand, by the way. What an absurd hand. We find the black source. Really nice. Combat. I do feel like my opponent's going to hit me with like a deadly cover up here or something at some point. Alright. They just take the damage. Okay. This definitely puts them in deadly cover up range. Do I have one in there? I do not. But if they take my bringers, I would just try to win with Arden. And in a control matchup, definitely want to be going for Overlord here. And cannot let Superior Spider-Man get exiled. Know that much. With 1 black, we can't even go either way. They could blow up a land, but they're deadly covering up, exiling the bringer, I believe. Bringer would be a good choice. What they do. But we'll get a draw here. You can definitely look and see I have no basics, but hopefully this hits a land. It does. Go here, which allows us to go Arden, which quite frankly is a better play. And then Arden's also exiled there. So now I can go Kiora and really grow my board if I want. I can play a Terror. Honestly, Terror's not bad. Kiora just allows me to draw, discard, and then let's go Kiora here. And also make like an 8/8, right? So discard those 2. The action. Then here I could go Superior Spider-Man again on a Terror that peaks. Sure. What do you even put away here? Okay. So I have a 5/5. I guess I could just go that route, right? Just pop this out of the way. Pretty sweet. There. Combat here. Take the action. Pop this out of the way. For 5. Go here. Now we really need to look for a card that matters, and I guess here it would be Deceit. He's a card that can definitely win us a game now. Could have gone Town Greeter and shot them for one. Weird way this game's kind of turning out. Deadly Cover Up obviously online. Surgical something else if they'd like. There's no Superior Spider-Mans in there either. I guess if they blow this up... No, there's not. Oh, no, there. There he is. There he is! And maybe Deceit can just do it. But who's to really know? Okay, so stock up. The other thing about Terror of the Peaks is if you target it, you actually get in a little bit of trouble. Because you take a little bit of damage. And that's where Deceit can come in pretty clutch, because we can spend 2 mana to deal 6 while also taking their card. And if they counter Deceit, you can then do Mind Bitten again, and then obviously we have the board to do so. And if this gets to attack with the Terror of the Peaks in play, we could just let this hit for 8, but we can also activate it and then make 1 and then shoot them for 8. And then get that trigger online, and then sack, because this is a legendary, we'll actually sack the token that entered, and then this one attacking will get to stay, and then that's a 16-point swing. But with that, we'll call it a day.